In a world consumed by noise, validation, and constant distractions, there is one truth that few dare to acknowledge. True freedom doesn't come from the world around us. It comes from within. It comes from walking alone. It's the untold power of solitude, the quiet strength that transforms lives. If you've ever felt trapped by the expectations of others or been lost in the chase for external approval, then this message is for you. Before we dive in, make sure to hit subscribe to this channel so you never miss out on more life-changing wisdom. Let's uncover the hidden truth about freedom, self-worth, and the power of walking alone. 1. The modern age of noise. Right now, millions of people scroll mindlessly through their phones, trying to fill the emptiness with TikToks, Instagram likes, and Twitter debates. It's all noise, a distraction from the truth, that the world's distractions are robbing us of peace. This constant need for validation, the dopamine hits from likes and shares, it's a trap. And in this modern world, the man who walks alone isn't just alone, he's taking control. 2. The man who walks alone, the unseen power. A man who walks alone doesn't look for the approval of others. He doesn't conform to society's expectations. He doesn't need to be seen to feel seen. The truth is, real strength is internal. It's in knowing who you are without needing a crowd to tell you. It's in the ability to say no when everyone says yes, to walk in the opposite direction without fearing what others will say. Think about the entrepreneurs who broke the mold, the artists who changed the game, the leaders who stood for truth despite opposition. None of them were following the crowd. They were creating their own path. And that path? It's the road less traveled, but it's the one that leads to freedom. 3. The lie of loneliness. Loneliness is a feeling. Solitude is a choice. We've been programmed to believe that being alone is a bad thing, that to be happy you must be surrounded by people. But think about the most successful people in the world. Think about Elon Musk, who spends his days focusing on his vision, or Steve Jobs, who often worked alone, perfecting ideas for hours. They didn't need constant validation. They didn't need a crowd to prove their worth. Their value came from within. 4. The power of detachment in the modern world. Now, more than ever, we're attached to things, to status, to followers, to opinions. But the man who walks alone understands something profound. True freedom comes from detachment. He isn't ruled by his emotions, by his need for approval, or by his possessions. This man walks the streets with peace, while others chase fleeting pleasures. They're chasing the next high, the next approval, the next thing. But for the Stoic, peace is the highest pursuit. 5. Modern distractions. How to break free. Let's talk about the distractions we face. Our phones, our social media, the endless scrolling. It's not just time wasted, it's energy sucked out of us. And this is where the Stoic comes in. Imagine cutting out the noise. Imagine deleting the apps, turning off the notifications, and taking time for self-reflection. If you were to take a week, a month, just to focus on your goals, reflect on your life, what could you accomplish? Most people are too busy reacting to life to create the life they actually want. But the man who walks alone isn't reacting. He's proactively shaping his reality. 6. Stoic reflection, your daily practice. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, he wasn't an emperor of endless luxury. He was a man constantly reflecting, constantly questioning his thoughts, constantly reminding himself to be a better version each day. You don't have to be a Roman emperor to practice Stoicism. You just need to look at your own life. How can you use solitude to question your assumptions, to grow your strength, to improve your self-awareness. 7. Fear of being alone. Why it holds you back. The fear of being alone isn't really fear of solitude. It's fear of facing yourself. When you're alone, you can't escape your thoughts. You can't run from your mistakes. You have to face the parts of you that are uncomfortable, the parts you'd rather ignore. But here's the thing, when you face those parts, when you're brave enough to confront them, you grow. That's how you become unstoppable. Because the man who walks alone doesn't fear his flaws, he embraces them. 8. The difference between being alone and lonely. Loneliness is a state of mind. It's the belief that you need others to be whole. Solitude, on the other hand, is the recognition that you already are. You are complete as you are. You are enough. And in that recognition you find the deepest sense of freedom. Let's take a modern example. Think about someone like David Goggins, who, for years, chose isolation and physical pain to conquer his inner demons. He used solitude to develop mental toughness and find strength in his vulnerability. His journey wasn't about being lonely. It was about becoming unstoppable. 9. Building self-worth in solitude. The world may try to tell you that you need external things to feel worthy. A perfect body, money, followers, or relationships. But the Stoic understands this. Self-worth is built in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, when the world is silent, and when you're alone with your thoughts. In solitude, you can ask yourself, what do I truly want? What do I value? And from there, you build your life on your terms, not anyone else's. 10. Conclusion. The path to freedom. The man who walks alone, he's not lonely, he's free. Free from the need for others' approval. Free from the constant need for noise. Free to walk his path, to create his own life, to become the best version of himself. And so, if you're walking alone right now, good. Take it. Use it to reflect, to build, to grow. Solitude isn't something to run from, it's something to embrace. Because in the silence of being alone, you'll discover your greatest power, the power to choose yourself. So, next time you find yourself alone, don't see it as loneliness. See it as your chance to connect with the greatest version of yourself. It's in that space, in the quiet moments, where your true potential is waiting to unfold. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey of Stoic wisdom. Together, we're unlocking a life of purpose, strength, and freedom, one step at a time. Stay strong, stay true, and as always, walk the path that's meant for you.